Every day, a sea of decisions stretches before us. Some are small and unimportant, but others have a larger impact on our lives. For example, which politician should I vote for? Should I try the last diet craze? Or will email make me a millionaire? We are bombarded with so many decisions that it's impossible to make a perfect choice every time. But there are many ways to improve our chances, and one particularly effective technique is critical thinking. This is a way of approaching a question that allows us to carefully construct a situation, reveal its hidden issues such as bias and manipulation, and make the best decision. If the critical part sounds negative, that's because in a way it is. Rather than choosing an answer because it feels right, a person who uses critical thinking subjects all available options screen, to scrutiny and skepticism. Using the tools at their disposal, they'll eliminate everything but the most useful and reliable information. There are many different ways of approaching critical thinking, but here's one five-step process that may help you solve any number of problems. 1. Formulate your question. In other words, know that you're looking for. This isn't always as straightforward as it sounds. For example, if you are deciding whether to try out the newest diet craze, your reason for doing so many obscured by other factors, like claim that you see results in just 2 weeks. But if you approach the situation with a clear view what you are actually trying to accomplish by dieting, whether that's weight loss, better nutrition, and having more energy, that'll equip you to sift through the information critically, find what you're looking for, and deciding whether a new fact really suits your needs. 2. Gather your information. There's a lot of it out there, so having a clear idea of your question will help you determine its relevant. You're trying to decide on a diet to improve your nutrition, you may ask an expert for advice or seek another people's testimonies. Information gathering helps you weigh different options, moving you closer to a decision that meets your goal. 3. Apply the information. Something you do by asking critical questions. Facing a decision, ask yourself what concepts are at work, what assumptions exist, is my interpretation of the information logical sound. For example, in an email that promises you millions, you should consider what is shaping my approach to this situation. Do I assume to the sender is telling the truth based on the evidence? Is it logical to assume I'll win any money? Third, consider the implication. Imagine it's election time and you've selected a political candidate based on their promise to make it cheaper for drivers to fill up on gas. At first glance, but what about the long-term environment effects? If gasoline use restricted by cost, it could also cause a huge surge in air pollution. And unintended consequence that's important to think about. 5. Explore other points of view. Ask yourself why so many people are drawn to policies of the opposing politicals. Might explains why so. Exploring full spectrum viewpoints might explain why some policies that don't seem valid to appeal to others. This will allow you to explore alternatives, ev- evaluate, and ultimately help you make more informed decisions. This five-step process in just one tool, and it certainly won't eradicate difficulty decision in from our lives, but it's help increase the number of positive choices we make. Critical thinking gives us the tool of sift through the sea of information and find what we are looking for. And if enough of we use it, it has the power to make the world a more reasonable place.